What do you want, JR?
I haven't seen you in a while, Brooke. How's the holidays? Happy? Oh, right. No Jamie. That must be tough.
I've had better Christmases.
It's hard being home missing your child while everyone else is warm and fuzzy.
You didn't come here to commiserate about the holidays. What can I do for you?
You warned me you were going to slander me in tempo. Make it seem as if I was responsible for all.
That was all over.
Well, I'm just returning the favor, warning for warning. Babe's going down for playing me. If you don't want your son to go down with her, I suggest that you tell him to ditch the girl and get out of the line of fire.
I have no idea where they are. JR, give it up. Leave them alone.
Babe set me up. She took that baby away from me. She knew that I loved Bess.
Yes, that was terrible, but punishing Babe is not going to bring back your baby.
You shot a man. Killed him to protect Jamie. You better start protecting him again.
JR, don't do this. All right, think about your mother.
My mother can't stop this. Warn Jamie or don't. But if he gets hurt, you share half the blame.
Hey, come on, careful. Dad's gonna have to reattach my shoulder.
I was detained by JR.
Now what?
Now we have to find a way to protect Jamie.
Okay, tell me.
JR is tracking them down. He wants Babe's head on a plate and Jamie's head right next to it. I want to get out of here. Come on.
No, slow down, slow down.
We have to find him, and we have to warn him. I want to go right now. He put a bug on my office phone.
JR did?
Yeah,
Person?
I caught him. I walked into my office, and I caught him. I mean, fortunately, he thinks I believed his lame cover story. And he was telling me to call Jamie.
I hope you had somebody take care of it.
No, I didn't. I left it where it was because I think it might work in our favor.
No,
yes,
no,
I think
bad
it's cracked. Listen to me. I could have him searching the other side of the globe.
It could also backfire too easily. No, get rid of it, please. We just have to trust Jamie to get in touch with us if he needs to. Brooke.
All right, maybe you're right. Maybe it's not that bad. I know that JR is out for revenge. But at the same time, it's fortunate that he doesn't know that they have his son with them.
You don't know half of it. If he finds out, that boy...
He won't. Who's going to tell him?
Bianca. Bianca might.
This letter, I want to share some words that sustain me during the most trying times of motherhood. They always remind me that I wasn't alone. The Almighty was always with me. Remember, the greatest and the least, the weak and the strong, the rich and the poor, in sickness and health, in joy and sorrow, in tragedy and triumph. You are all my children.
I wished so hard for you to be home. I certainly didn't picture it like this. Aiding and abetting a felony?
So they tell me.
I'm sorry I got Dad into this mess, but I'm not sorry for what I did.
Well, I'm pretty sorry about all of it.
I can deal with whatever happens. I'm worried about Babe.
It's a little late for that, don't you think? Thanks a lot for taking care of my daughter.
Well, look at Mr. Holier than thou. You know you always were good for a laugh. Why don't you get the hell out of here?
You made a promise. A promise to keep my daughter safe.
Have you seen her? Is she all right?
How do you think she is?
Who are you kidding? We wouldn't be in this situation if you'd fessed up about Miranda when you had the chance. This whole thing is at your feet, Hayward. Yours and Crystal's.
It was your brilliant son's idea to kidnap the baby in the first place. And he's the one that convinced Babe to go on the run. Well, congratulations. You took a terrible situation and you turned it into a disaster. Well, just so you know, I'm not going to let my daughter go down with you.
Look, neither one of our children is going to go to prison if we can help it, so don't start acting like you invented parenthood.
Like it's something you whipped up with your chemistry.
I mean, Jamie and Babe have been together in this from the beginning, and when they crossed over the line, at least Tad had the courage to help them. What is your excuse?
In case you're wondering what's next, I'm going to do what you couldn't. I'm going to take care of my daughter.
Yeah. You knock yourself out. Guard! Get him out of here.
I just visited my son in a jail cell, thanks to you.
Well, it's not my fault he kidnapped that child.
My son performed a rescue mission, and you should know I'm not out of bullets, and one of them has your son's name on it. That article that I wrote about J.R. deliberately pushing Bianca off the balcony, it's still in galley proofs. It's very moving. The young, grieving mother and the wealthy scion of the powerful family who refused to give her her child.
That ship has already sailed, Brooke.
Oh, think again. Because there's going to be a fight over this baby. And if you or J.R. try to make things worse for Jamie, that issue is going to be on the newsstands before you can cry mama.
And that would be libel.
Oh, so sue me. I don't care if I lose the magazine. I'm not going to lose my son.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Margulie is presiding.
Be seated. In the case of the Commonwealth versus James Edward Martin, the charges are as follows. Kidnapping. Interference with the custody of a child. Conspiracy. Unlawful restraint. False imprisonment. Endangering the welfare of a child. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
In the case of the Commonwealth versus Thaddeus James Martin, the charges are as read. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
In the case of the Commonwealth versus Arabella Carey Chandler, the charges are as read, as well as failure to return a child. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
Your Honor, my clients have surrendered their documents, their accounts have been frozen, they have very strong family ties with the community, and they have no intention of running.
So what? We take their word for it?
That's generally how it works, Counselor. That and a big fat bail to convince them to stay put. $500,000 cash or bond. Defendants are free until trial.
All rise.
Oh, my goodness, I just couldn't stand it.
I know. Just stay dry a little longer. You're doing great. I'm going to call Ruth. Let her know everyone's okay.
Yeah. Well, not everybody.
Excuse me for a minute. You're here.
I know.
How you doing?
Really?
Well, you could lie to me at this point. I wouldn't hold it against you.
I'm okay.
Yeah, sure.
I'm a mess. All these charges kind of blur together, don't they? Kidnapping, failure to return a child. Doesn't really say what the charges are about. Real people. Real love. Baby James. Miranda. Wasn't just laws that got broken.
And the breaks just keep coming.
They've kept my child from me. Now they're keeping her child from her. A trial, maybe prison, her baby in somebody else's arms. And that should be the end of this for me. But I can't get rid of all these thoughts. Is it justice? Does it really solve anything? Can anything undo the damage that's been done?
That's impossible. And nobody knows it better than you.
My friend Babe. What she did to me was unforgivable. Horrible. It only makes sense that I would hate her.
But you don't. Neither does Jamie. And neither do I.
You are coming home with me, helping you post bond to come with some privileges like you under my roof.
Not without Babe. Never again.
Did you not hear a word your father said?
Let's get out of here.
Well, here it is, babe. I warned you that it was coming. Judgment Day. The court rules a fresh DNA test, and I get my son back.
Shut up, JR.
Wave bye-bye to your Playhouse family, because you'll be nothing to my son except for his bumbling kidnappers.
JR, why don't you back off? The situation's bad enough without another brother versus brother knockdown.
Oh, come on, Tad. This is sweet justice, and you know it.
Justice, you mean Chandler style? We're just concerned about this child's welfare and his future.
Save it for your next tempo piece, you waste of space.
No! What do you want?
Well, here she is, babe. Your best friend, Bianca, the one who stood by and protected your worthless self. Woman whose baby you stole is going to make everything right today. You cannot count the number of reasons she has to hate you. So today, your maid of honor is going to give me what I need to get my son back. And you will be old, dried-up coffin fodder before you ever see my son again. You sick son of a... No! No!
What the devil is going on? I'm going to break his neck. No, you're not. Can we please have a little order in the court?
Yes, I second the motion.
Come on. I'm going to go cool off down the hall.
And for once we agree on something. Babe, come with me and your mother. Come on.
Do it. Come on, Pop. Before he cons him into a murder charge.
Make that attempted murder. I plan to live to watch my son grow up.
I have it on good authority. The Judge Margolis is deep into Buchanan's pocket.
Well, just chill on that for a second, Dad. Even a crooked judge will have to cop to the truth once my good pal Bianca testifies.
JR, can I have a minute?
Sure. Dad?
Yeah.
Well, you're not a liar like Babe, and perjury only makes the judges mad.
Oh, God, no. Perjury. Nah, then I'd go to prison. I'd lose Miranda. No. There's no way that I would perjure myself. JR, you remember in Florida when you wouldn't give me my baby back and then I fell off the balcony?
Yeah, well, you got your happy ending. It's my turn.
I was unconscious for a long time, and the doctors say that it's possible, just possible, that I have post-traumatic amnesia. I might not remember anything that happened just before the fall.
You wouldn't.
I think you have me confused with somebody named Saint Bianca.
Should come clean about that DNA test that you ran on little James.
What, and just hand him over to JR?
If it means getting her a lighter sentence, then yes, that's what we do.
You two should be doing life. Opal, Jamie's future's at stake here, too.
Babe, Buchanan's have already shot down 2 petitions for a DNA test already. There's no reason to think they're not going to win a third time.
Our kids and an innocent baby are caught in this tug of war, and I hate it.
I'll tell you what I hate.
We all hate it. What's important is to focus on what's best for our kids and that baby boy.
Well, thanks so much for clearing that up for us, Tad. I wasn't really clear about what was at stake here.
The kids thank you. We've heard you. You love us. You're on our side. But this is our future, not a PTA meeting. And we're not putting it up to the parents' vote. Bottom line, we decide what's right for us, me and Babe. So I suggest you find the nearest exit and wait to see how the movie turns out.